4 or 5 or maybe 6 men. They jump on me like I was made out of chocolate cake. Yeah.
Next, I'm going to play evidence that my model is correct. For those who might still doubt. Are you listening, QMFI? So.
Yeah, I'm listening to your bullshit. Let's go on. I feel like something to debunk. Piece of shit.
The Gleasons and the globe have a steady rotation either of the globe rotating or the sun rotating.
No, I disprove both. If you know my videos, nothing is rotating.
Over the map. Okay. If the sun was rotating, I have speeded this.
So I want to point out something. You know, something that your model cannot explain. Just like the globe, we have different speeds of the sun over the latitudes. For example, on the 60 latitude north, the speed is around 600 kilometers an hour. And here in Holland, on the 52 latitude, the speed is 1000 kilometers an hour. So the speed increases to the equator, which have a rotation speed from around 1700 kilometers an hour. And then the speed decreases again until the 90th longitude south. And we can measure the speed of the sun by taking two cities on the same latitude. And once we know the distance between the two and the sunset times, we can calculate the speed of the sun and moon. And that speed that matches up with the globe speed. So how can your model explain that? I have videos on how to calc the speed of the sun, but I will do it again. Okay, here I have part of 1000 kilometers. And it's December 21. And I have here the sunrise time for this location, 4:34. Then I'm clicking here and then I'm gonna watch the sunrise time again. So that's 5:35, so that's 1 hour and 1 minute. This is hours and 1 minute. That's 983 kilometers an hour. That's about the same speed on my 52 latitude. And this is north, and this is the 51 latitude south. So that's almost identical speeds. And we can now move to June 21. And then the sun is on the Tropic of Cancer, because it's the summer solstice. Then the sun is farthest away from here. So here is the sunrise 9:09. (10:04). That's 55 minutes. So 1 hour ago, 55 minutes. It's 1090 kilometers an hour. And I will do it a little bit higher on the latitudes. This is the 15th latitude south. I got a little over 1000 kilometers. So the sunrise is 6:12 and it's in the same time zone just like the previous one, 6:12. 650. That is 38 minutes. 1004 kilometer in 38 minutes. 1585 kilometer an hour. You see the speed increases and never changes. Go to 21 December again. December 21. Sunrise 6:11. 5:51. That is 40 minutes. 15:06. You see there is now hardly no difference in the winter and in the summer. I'm here at the 15 latitude north. Sunrise 5:56. Sunrise 6:32. It's like 36 minutes. 102 kilometers in 36 minutes. 1670 kilometers an hour. Let's check June. Sunrise 5:08. Sunrise 6:42. It's like 36 minutes again. That's the same speed. Let me do one more. 37 latitude north. Sunrise 6:54. Sunrise 7:40. That's like 46 minutes for 1000 kilometers. 46 minutes. That's 1304 kilometers an hour. Let's change it to June 21st. Sunrise 5:23. Sunrise 6:07. That's like 44 minutes. 44 minutes. That's the same speed about. The difference is only 2 minutes. So you can do some homework on this. You know, a couple of weeks ago I measured the speed of the moon and the sun at the equator. Just pick a place in Africa or so. And the speed of the moon never exceeds the speed of the sun. Never. This is during the year. For example, December 18. The speed of the moon is 1655 kilometers an hour. And of the sun is 1666, and here you can see December 23. The speed is 1690, 1621 for the moon, and we can look at the equinox dates. For example, here the Mars equinox, it's 1621. And the speed of the sun is 1666. We see the same numbers coming back every time. So that speed is more or less the same during the whole year. So if the sun take inside and outside paths, and the speed is still the same, how is it possible to make a circle in 24 hours without decreasing or increasing the speed, because when you take an inner circle the speed have to be way slower, otherwise we have 2 sunrises per day. You know, it would be logic. The speed is faster here. Then the speed here. But it never changes. In the winter, in the summer, per location the speed is always the same. And I show you how I did it. It matches exactly up with the globe speeds. So there must be something more going on than one simple sun spinning. It doesn't matter in what way it spins. You understand what I point out? Let me tell it again. The speed here is the same as in the winter and in the summer. It doesn't change. It only changes per latitude. Piece of shit. Do you understand that? The sun has to slow down when it takes an inner path. That is logic. Simple science. Piece of shit. Do you understand, Antonio? This is how they could build a ball. A spinning ball. With different speeds over the latitudes. But it's the suns doing that. You cannot have one object having different speeds and then it decreases again, the speed decreases again on the outer circle. There would be a faster speed, idiot.
And the globe have a steadier rotation either of the globe rotating or the sun rotating over the map. Okay, if the sun was rotating, I have speeded this up to augment the effect. If the sun was rotating or over the earth, or the earth rotating under the sun, then the sun would have a nice steady path in the sky, not a distorted path as we're seeing here. If you look at my map with the longitudes, you'll see why this distortion happens.
So, where do you get this footage? Did you record it yourself? You know it's real. So we can use that to prove something. Okay. Sun tracking North Pole. Let's play it. 6.5 hours on September 6th.
Then the sun would have a nice steady path in the sky.
6.5 hours. 15 degrees an hour. Is this 100 degrees? I don't think so. This is not 100 degrees. So it should go 100 degrees in 6.5 hours.
Then the sun would have a nice steady path in the sky.
Yeah, 97 degrees it should go in 6.5 hours. So where is that funny up and down movement? This looks like a different sun. This one don't make that funny movements. So
Then the
this
sun would have a nice steady path in the sky.
don't know about your map, I think. Because it was in 2015. Then you didn't have your map ready. So this sun didn't know yet. It had to go up and down. Hey, Alta, Finnmark, in Norway. I believe 69 latitude north. Let's see if this one do that funky stuff.
Then the sun would have a nice steady path in the sky.
Oh, it switched it, but I don't see it go up and down like a crazy sun. So this goes pretty straight. You see that? Let me speed it up. No funky movements, like your footage.
Then the sun would
We
have a
must
nice
have
steady
more than
path in the
one
sky.
sun, and we must have some funky suns. This one was made in 2017. Well, let's have a look at this one. Here is your invisible moon in front of the sun. And here is some footage from Antarctica. So how can we tell this is real or fake? No funky movements. So this makes totally different movements, Antonio. How do you explain that? And that one sun didn't do 100 degrees in 6.5 hours. Because then it would pass the viewfinder, you know, go out of sight in your camera. Retard. We saw different movements of the sun, and we have all those different speeds over the latitudes. Maybe it's going to ring a bell, Antonio. And if you watch my videos where I try to model up the sun and the moon from 12 locations at the same moment, then you can figure something out. Maybe you should do some modeling up and try to triangulate the sun and moon on the same moment from multiple locations and see how your light triangulate. Piece of shit. Anyways, bye bye. You are just a tiny actwhore. Better get your act together. Because you forgot the letter K in your Spanish accent. You seem to speak fluently English. sometimes without any accent. Piece of shit, act whore.
If the sun was rotating, if the sun was rotating, or the, if the sun was rotating, if the sun was rotating, or the, if the sun was rotating, if the sun was rotating, or the, if the sun was rotating, 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 if the sun was rotating.
Pieces of shit.